Welcome back to another episode of Kay's Garage. I say another episode, it's been probably like 2 or 3 years since I last posted. But we're back. So today we are going to be working on this. So the CL left me stranded on my birthday at AutoZone.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
I'm gonna try to fix it today, and I'm probably gonna fail, but let's get into it. Please ignore the mess in my trunk. We have all the essentials: Crocs, oil, coolant, all the German car essentials. I did have the battery disconnected, and that's why I'm in the trunk. Battery's on the driver's side, right? No, it's not. Passenger side. Be a backup camera in this car will be the next mod. We'll see. There we go. Alright, so the battery was dead anyways. I'm going to hop in, show you guys what I'm talking about. So put the key in, nothing, no ignition lights, nothing. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to grab the relay from the S-Class over there, just borrow it for a second, and I'm gonna put it in this car, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to push this car off of a cliff and jump off said cliff. This car has a dead battery as well, which is weird because the battery never goes flat in this car. Whatever, that's a problem for later. This is the guy we need right here. Probably not a good place to put that. Alright, so the donor relay is in. Let's see if I get any power to the ignition now. No. Zero. Nada. Now I gotta hook up the scanner, great. Oh, that's right. This won't work because I have no accessory mode.
Moron.
So now I really got a problem. We're gonna have to figure something out here. Okay, so the next best thing for me to do right now is to start pulling fuses. Start checking a bunch of fuses. I might have blown a fuse because when I was stuck in the parking lot, I was swapping relays, because I thought it was the relay itself. And that might have cooked something because you're not supposed to swap the green relay with any other relay. I believe this is a 5-prong, yep. And there's one other 5-prong relay in this car, and I think where I effed up was taking out one of these yellow relays and putting it in place of that green relay. I might have cooked something doing that, so I'm gonna start pulling fuses. Hopefully it's a blown fuse, since all the fuses in that box are good. All right guys, I think I found our issue. So took apart the junction box and we've got a little pop right there. I'm pretty sure I have an extra one of those about an hour away, so I'm gonna call my brother and confirm that I have the part. All right, so quick update. I just talked to one of my Benz guys on Instagram. He tells me that this is probably not the issue, and I should look more into the one in the passenger foot well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. His is exactly the same, like it's blown out in that area or not connected. So I'm gonna check out the one in the passenger foot well because he told me that is the one that controls all of the big stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this apart and I'm gonna let you know what I find. All right guys, so we have found the issue for sure. And of course, classic Seattle. Starting to rain as I'm working on the car. Wonderful weather. All right guys, so it's a little bit later in the day. I decided to wait out the rain. I was able to source a store locally that will sell me one of these guys. It's a 60 amp MIDI pre-fuse, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna head over to that store and pick one of these guys up. I ordered a pack of them on Amazon, but I kind of want to wrap up this car today, so let's go get that done. All right, we are here at West Marine. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here and grab one of these fuses, and hopefully they have it. It says they did on the website, but you know how that goes. 5 on the right hand side. We got a bunch of pre-fuses here, 60 amp, perfect. Let's go check out. Shout out to the guys over at West Marine. We got our pack of MIDI fuses. I didn't realize these came in a pack of 2. That's pretty cool. So I didn't pay $10 just for one fuse. Nice. All right, we are back at the house. You know, we had to make a pit stop. Got all of my essentials here, so I'm going to enjoy my fine dining, and then we'll get started on that. Not excited. All right, guys, we're back to our situation here. I'm going to pop our new fuse in, and hopefully we'll get accessory mode, and the car may start. All right, guys, here's our junction box, and installed the new fuse. Now, you'll notice that I've done a very not so smart thing and installed the transparent side upside down. It's not a fun time getting that fuse in there, so I'm gonna leave it like that, and if we have the same issue again sometime ever in the future, I'll know that that fuse is blown. Alright guys, so the junction box is all bolted back up. Go ahead and install the foot plate, footrest, whatever the hell you want to call this thing. I have lost pretty much all the bolts for this thing. Every time I've had to take it out, I've lost at least one down into the dungeon down there. So now it has 0 fasteners, and yeah, whatever, easy access. Go ahead and reinstall our foam kick plate, carpet back, floor mat back. Ignore the water bottle. Essentially, if you guys want to sponsor me, I love your water. Let's make something happen. So that's all buttoned back up. I kind of just blindly peeled this apart, so hopefully I put it back together correctly. So I don't want to put our panel or cover back yet. I want to make sure everything is functioning properly. So I'm going to go through, double check all the fuses, put some power to the car, and try to fire it up. All right, so we got power to the car. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got accessory mode back. That's good. Oh. All right, still nothing. So I remembered I do have 2 keys for this car. I did try to start it with this key earlier, which might be why it's acting up right now. Sometimes when I swap keys, it doesn't really like it. I'm gonna swap back to the original key and see if that does anything. All right, so now we're getting some action. You guys hear that? So that's what I was getting before I blew the fuse down there by swapping the relays in the engine bay. The starter was replaced a while back with a brand new Bosch OEM unit. We tried like smacking it a few times, that didn't do anything. So I don't know, you know, like I'll do this and eventually the car will start. Maybe it's just the starter, maybe, I don't know. I just can't imagine that an OEM starter would go bad that quick. But yeah, maybe it is the starter. With that being said, it is getting kind of late, it's starting to get dark out. I think I'm gonna call it a night with this car. I think I'm gonna try to jack it up and jump the starter, or check some grounds and see where that gets me. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start packing it up for the night. Yeah, it sucks. A little bit of a cliffhanger. Didn't really get too much done. On a side note, I don't think you guys understand how rare these are. If you are unaware, this is the original fuse diagram, like physical copy for these cars, and every time I see these, they're all chewed up. I'm gonna try to preserve this. I'm gonna try to get it laminated because this is pretty cool. All right, so thanks for watching today's video. Sorry I didn't have a solution for the car. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Much appreciated. I appreciate your continued support. Yeah, I'll be posting more videos, trying to, you know, get regular content going for you guys. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching.